Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's me, Paddy from across the Shuck, and you're very welcome back to the channel. And yes, you have seen it. I think I'm becoming a bookman. It's just, um, which is about 7 years around on YouTube, a bit longer than that collecting. Book has never really been a knife that's got my interest. Um, I had a fishing knife, which was the Buck. Oh, was it 380 or something? It was called. I gave that one away to somebody who'd use it because I wasn't using it, and then I bought a 110 about a year and a half ago. Was the first time I got a 110, and to be honest with you, it just didn't do it for me. It was too big. And I do like big knives, but this was just unwieldy to me. I just didn't feel comfortable holding it. There was nothing wrong with the knife. The knife worked. So I sort of went on a hiatus and I just didn't get any bucks. And the first one I got was this one. And I got this in the second hand market for a really good price. And this is a fantastic Stockman. It's the Delrin, the saw cut Delrin. And it's, it really is a lovely knife. I love the shield of the knife and the hammer. I think that was to say they were hammer forged or something, maybe. I'm not sure. I am not sure. And they've all got their separate spring. And look at that back spring. It's fairly good. There's a little gap up here, nothing that I'm ever going to worry about on a slip joint whatsoever. They're set nicely in it because they've got each got their own spring. They're sitting in their own channel. They don't go out of the way of their own channel. But this is what really hit me when I got this. Look at that blade. I just think that um, not half serrated. I was going to say half serrated, but that hollow grind is just beautiful. It really is really well done. Um, the sharpening's a bit more on this side than there is on this side, but, and this is a good but, it came absolutely razor sharp, as have all my bucks, to be honest with you. So a big plus. I haven't tried to readjust this because there's no need. I mean, I use this it's just an everyday use. When I carry it, I have to say I don't carry it a whole lot, but when I carry it, it's only for cutting bits of string or whatever. Nothing, anything more than that. And then you have the sheep's foot, which again with that saber grind and the hollow grind, it's just beautiful. These blades are super. They cut. They absolutely cut. The little stumpy spay blade, again, saber grind with that beautiful hollow grind. And it is razor sharp all the way up. So this sort of changed my mind, I'll have to say. And it was a slow progress. I haven't just jumped into it, but this was a great knife. And earlier on, was it last year? The last part of last year, I think it was, I had the chance to get this one. So I took it and I got this one. This is the Buck Saunter. I had seen Slippy and a few of the other boys showing off their Saunters and saying how much they like them. I thought, well, that is a nice little EDC for me. It's only about a 2.5 inch blade. I don't even think it's a 2 inch. Let me just see what the cutting edge is on this. It's about 2.5 inch cutting edge, which is great. Absolutely super. For anything I'm going to do EDC, it's got a longer handle, which I like, and sometimes I don't like knives that look out of place with a longer handle, shorter blade, but this in hand, I mean, I use every bit of it, but I get 4 fingers on it with every, when I use the whole lot up there. And that's really comfortable there. I can go back here and use it no problem. The 3 fingers and the hand just sits right in at the back end of her there. It's just comfortable for any cutting task. This one, I've resharpened this one myself. This has got a real nice edge. I dropped the edge back a wee bit on this one. As you can see, it's a real nice edge on it. It's very hard to get that to show, but it is. It's lovely. And a real nippy little edge on it. This one's in CPM 154, no, 154 CM. This one is their 428C Boss Heat Treat, I believe. And all the American ones are, I believe. This is just beautiful. USA made. I absolutely adore this. And you can see by the handle, this was spankers when it came to me. And I have used this a lot as a carry for an EDC. Highly recommend. It's a bit pricey, but to me it was worth it. To me it's worth it because it's got a lovely steel. I love 154 CM. I think it's a really easy seam for... oh, slow down, Stephen. It's an easy blade to sharpen. It takes a high polish easily enough. You don't have to do too much if that's what you want. But I like a nice working edge in it. Now this is polished quite well, but that's because I've been using this diamond emulsion, and it really does give your blade a polish. So I love it. Really do enjoy this here. Really enjoyed it, and this is definitely staying. This is just a little worker that I adore using. And then I got a 112, and this was opportunism for a couple of these. But this one was a fella came around to buy some knives off me, and I said, "Oh, what are you carrying?" And he brought this out. He says, "Oh, I just got this a couple of weeks ago." He says, and really like it. It's beautiful connection there when it meets up. It's a buck 112, but it has, just see there to see where it says it. It just says 112 plus USA, and then it's got the Boss heat treat, and it's an S30V, which really just... So I talked the poor fella out of his knife that he'd just bought, and we done a trade for another knife that I had. And I have to say, this in hand is so much more comfortable because I can get a full fork finger grip. I'm in the hollow of the hand. I feel comfortable. I feel as if I can use it in so many different ways, and it's a comfortable knife to use. I had it out with me when me and Justin went up to try out our new video space, our outside broadcasting wild stuff. And I loved cutting with it. It was amazing. It just really cut well. Now, I didn't blunt it, but I didn't take the edge off it, for the cutting I was doing. I came back, stuck it on a little 3-micron stop. Absolutely back to where... Oh, God, I stabbed myself there. It's back to that sticky sharp again with just a bit of a strop. So, S30V is one of my favourite blade steels. It's just a good steel. And that's simple as that. To me, it's just a good all-round steel. It has a wee bit of all the three, but easy to maintain out in the field especially. But I really enjoyed using this. I'm going to do some more use. Before I do a full... Because this is going to be a hard use knife, so I need to put some hard use on it. So I've used it and I've cut wood with it. But I want to use it all around a camp before I do the full review, because I think it warrants that. These two, this one and this one, are a little bit pricier than most, but worth it to get the 154 in this EDC and to get the S30V in this hard use. Definitely worth the extra money for me. Definitely. Just 100%. And I know 420 HC is a good steel. Don't get me wrong. I know it is. And it's been used and proved that it's a good steel. But when I'm out for the day and I'm in the woods or whatever, I want something that's going to last me all day, and S30V will last me all day. I'm quite sure of. I'll have my big knife anyway with me, but I'm sure this will do all the tasks I want to do. So, really pleased I got that. And, I've actually seen... I really want the, what do they call it? Spitfire. I've really sort of got it, and I believe they brought it in S30V, which I'll probably look for and try and get in the S30V, because... Again, there's nothing wrong with 420. I just like a little bit better. I'd rather pay the extra money and get a little bit better steel. And that's the nice thing about Buck. You can get the basic, like this, but you're getting a basic good steel that's going to work and do its job, but you can add to and get... I mean, they're even doing Magna Cut now, S35VN. They're doing a lot of different steels, and they're bringing their knives. Even this, this is an old... Buck, it's one of the first ones they started becoming really popular with the Buck 110, and then this. They'd been making pen knives for ages, but these two really brought them into the modern world. And now that they're in S30V, it is still a great modern... I mean, you can hammer nails in with this. It's just solid. It's just solid. There's no movement whatsoever, and I mean nothing. It's a lockback with absolutely no movement either way. So over the moon with that. Really am over the moon. Fit and finish is really good on that back spring. I just love this. It's that same sort of Delrin handle. I think this is Delrin. Maybe it's even G10. I have no idea. I think it's just Delrin. But whatever it is, it's flipping good. It's grippy. It works. Usual Buck big rivets. They sort of stick out a bit, but put it in your hand. You can't find them. So that's just the way they make them, and I'm quite happy with it. So I found the big knife I like for buck, which is the 112, much more comfortable for me, much more easily. It comes in a sheath, and the next time I'm up, I'll maybe put it in the sheath. I just threw this into my work pants when I was going up there, you know, in the front pocket, because I had big pants on. So there was big pants. I had work pants on. They're tough enough. I didn't really feel it, but I'll maybe try it in there and see what it's like the next time I'm up. And before I give you the full review. So there you go. That's my 3 books. And I think I am going to add to them. Genuinely do. There's a couple I've seen, and there's a lovely one of the old pen knives with the wood and the silver bolsters. And I think they're doing it in Magna Cut. And it's one of those gentlemanly type books. And I really fancy that too. That might be my Christmas present this year. I might ask the wife to buy that for me. Or buy it myself, one of the two. But anyway, it's nice to, I mean, I'm enjoying the fact that I've found Buck more appealing than I thought I would. These two are definitely keepers. Without a doubt, these two are definitely keepers. I mean, this is, it's a keeper. I mean, that's a lovely Stockman to keep. Yeah, I think I might be looking for more. I don't know if Buck done a Barlow. I would love a Buck Barlow, but I can't remember even seeing one. But if they do, I'm going to hunt for one of them as well. So there you go. I'm 2 knives away from having a Buck collection. Eh? There you go. Bet you thought you'd never hear that being said. But a happy Buck collection so far anyway. Take care, bye.